Shocking retirement data that's just going to blow your mind. So I was reading this article from 1990 by a professor out of, I want to say University of North Texas or something like that. Actually, I emailed him because he's got a book from 1997 I can't find on Amazon. And I was like, dude, do you have any copies laying around? And unfortunately, he doesn't. I don't know why these professors don't buy a bunch of copies, man. Like, so I have Carrie Myers was one of my economics professors at George Mason. Freaking love her. And she's just a legend. And she's written a number of books that I freaking love. Life of the Family Farm is just must read for any historians. It's a must read. It's literally a diary. Her great aunt kept a diary in Rockford, Illinois, from like the late 1800s until they died in 1940. And it's just freaking fantastic. It's literally like a daily diary, man. It's awesome. Okay, is she going in my lane here? Oops. Anyway, that looks like my sister. Holy crap. Dude, that looks like my sister. What the hell are you doing down here, Abby? Anyway, dude, my sister's in town apparently. Anyway, so it's not my sister, but Dr. Myers, I said, hey, Carrie, I'm trying to buy your book. I'm suggesting your book for people to buy, but it's not available on Amazon. Can you do something about that? She goes, yeah, the publisher is in charge of that. I was like, what? Anyway, so apparently the publisher got notice that people wanted to buy and republish it or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not taking claim for, I don't know, but I know it's available now. Days on the Family Farm, 100%. Carrie had also written a book called Letter from the Boys about real world letters that Americans had written back home during World War I. I haven't read that yet. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. It's weird. I need to, because that's, I like first, what's it called when it's like not second, first, like when people are actually writing the words as opposed to other people's thoughts on it. Anyway, I love that stuff. Like when it's really written right there, as opposed to someone else transcribing it or something like that. All right, anyway, so going back to what I was saying. So my man, I can't remember his name, Michael Niaswami or something like that. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Niaswami had written this book, or did this study from 1994 using the monthly labor review from the BLS, which dude, it's like Christmas every day. There's two things like Christmas every day. Every time I bake bread, whenever you take it out of the oven, all right, you're just like, especially if it's a Dutch oven where it's covered, you're like, what's it gonna look like? It's like the best feeling ever. And then you just smell it and you're like, dude, I just want to tear that up, put some freaking butter on there and go crazy. Right now I'm making some bread of recipe my wife sent me with some my rosemary. I grow some rosemary back in the garden there, and some garlic. I could grow garlic, but I don't have any fresh. So anyway, I can't wait. This is gonna be so good. Oh yeah. And this is active yeast I'm using. I'm not sourdough. And right now I'm just waiting to keep fermenting. Got to let it ferment for 18 to 24 hours. It's going to be good. We're going to tear up that tonight because I can smoke some chicken stew. Ooh, life on the homestead is good, dude. Going back to the land. Your old buddy Josh, back to the land. Like Randy Weaver, going back to the land. You know who Randy Weaver is, right? Put a thumbs up if you know who Randy Weaver is. Weaver, freaking legend. Anyway, so going back to the crazy studies here, crazy, shocking information. My man said single men spend more money on alcohol, tobacco, and cars. All right. Single women spend more money on household, housing, and cash contributions. That's so freaking true. Men like to drink, smoke, and drive. Women like to tidy up their house and give money away. Dude, it is literally, you're never, ever, ever, unless Alex Jones does like he said, like where you're making fish turn gay, you're never gonna change men. It'll never change. Men like to drink, they like to smoke, and they like to drive fast. That is just a fact. Women like things tidy. They like to show off their home. And when I say show off, not say, look how rich I am, but I'm saying show off to say, hey, look, man, I keep a good house because I'm a good woman. You see what I'm saying? That's what women do. This is a single one. Dude, go. You got it. Oh, my lands. Don't wait for an invitation. My goodness. Anyway, so women like to keep an organized place to show to their neighbors and their friends and their maybe boyfriend that they're orderly. Men don't care. Men don't spend hardly anything on housing relative to women. It's amazing. Men also don't give much money away either. Men like to drink, smoke, and drive. That's what men like to do. Women like to tidy up and give money away and probably have 1,000 cats. But I tell you, it's amazing the difference. That's why I always say, if you're a single guy, dude, I mean, dude, single men travel like, they don't care. They can live in a freaking hooch. A hooch is just a poncho tied to 4 different trees, and like what we used to do in the Army. You live under a hooch, that's it. Men don't need much in terms of housing. They don't. They just don't care. They need a cot, and that's it, man. I'm just telling you. Women, on the other hand, need more housing, 100%. It's just that simple. And then men don't mind rooming together with a bunch of other dudes too. I don't like it so much. I mean, I had a great roommate, Adam, and Chris, his brother. They're freaking legends. Some of my other roommates are freaking just not great. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, dude, you pull your weight, man. You know, the dishes got to be done, the trash got to be taken out. We all got to do this anyway. Drove me crazy. I'd rather not live with somebody other than my wife. But men don't need much. I'm telling you right now. And single men don't need much at all. They don't need clothes. They don't need freaking fancy house. They don't even need a fancy car. They just want one that drives fast. And they like to drink and smoke. And then women, on the other hand, like, hey, Rebecca, look at I love how you did the paint. That's so eclectic. Yeah, I got it on sale at the thrift store. And all these cats going, meow, 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 meow. And it's like, and that actually is kind of weird when you think about it, because all the cat pee, like, why would a woman like to keep a tidy house, all those cats? Because cats freaking stink, dude. All that cat pee. Ever tell you the date I went on with some freaking chick? And she was hot. Smoking hot blonde girl I met when I was working my bar. And I went to her apartment. And I think she lived in Manassas or Woodbridge or something like that. I can't remember. Where the hell did she live? I can't remember. But anyway, I went to her, and she was freaking hot, dude. And I'll never forget, I went to her, this before Charlotte and I were tight. And I went to, obviously, I went to her apartment, it's probably 94, 95, something like that. And I went to her apartment, and I was like, it stunk. She loved cats. And this is before I knew that, you know, crazy women love, or cat women, you know what I'm saying? Or cat women are crazy women. I said, well, that's kind of, I like cats, but it's kind of weird. And she must have 6, 7 cats or something like that. And it stunk in there. Like, I'm sure she even noticed it because she's used to it. Anyway, and then she went sitting at the, I don't know. I thought she was going to kill me, man. I was sitting at this, at the couch. We're going to go out to dinner. And I was waiting on her to freshen up. And she was gone for a long time. And I was like, and I had my back to like her bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Because where the couch was, where I was sitting on, my back was facing bed. I said, I wonder if she's going to come back here and like knife me. You know what I'm saying? Because she was gone a long time. And all the cats are meowing and it stunk in there. And that's where I started thinking, this is weird, dude. And she was kind of a weird lady too. Like, she picked me up. And I was like, why is this hot blonde girl picking me up? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I wasn't a guy who was trying to get jiggy with a bunch of chicks. I'm not like that at all. You know what I'm saying? Never been. You know, I take romance seriously. I mean, have I made some mistakes? Yes, but I've taken romance seriously in terms of I don't think it's a good idea to just get jiggy with chicks. That's for sure. But anyway, I was like, and then I said, is she trying to get jiggy with me? Like before we got to dinner, I was like, I'm not digging this, because there's a lot of commitment that comes after that. I said, I'm not trying for that, dude. Anyway, but she's gone a long time, and probably after 20 minutes, and she didn't just she said, I got to freshen up. She was ready to go. She goes, let me just do whatever I have to do. And all these cats running around stunk. I'm just like, what? I'm starving Marvin, dude. It's like 6:30. I'm like, dude, I got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And so, she comes back, and I was like, I literally thought she was going to have a knife and stab me in the back while she was because, you know, having a hot blonde chick pick you up is kind of weird first. I mean, look, I'm a good-looking guy. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I'm a friendly guy. I can tell a good joke. You know, I'm not narcissistic over the top, but I'm saying, I get it. I mean, I'm not like freaking, you know, I'm not Gollum by any stretch of imagination. So I'm not shocking that a lady would find me attractive. I'm not going to say that's shocking to me. But with that said, the fact that she was smoking hot blonde girl, picking me up after just met me and say, hey, let's go out to dinner tomorrow. I was like, all right, that's fine. And then next thing I know, she's gone. All these cats running around. I was like, anyway, we went out to dinner, and let's just put it this way. I was not digging that situation. And when I dropped her off, I got out there ASAP. All right, anyway, that's the shocking news about retirement. I got to go. God bless. We'll see you.